All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to this week's Newbie to Success Zoom. I'm super excited to host this for you guys. We have Johnny Jumpman here. He is my other better half, if you guys don't know who he is. And then I am Natalie Sahutska, your Double Diamond Leaders. We are super pumped to do this for you guys. We know that there's a lot going on right now in the company, and we wanted to give you guys some more direction and some more guidance when it comes to getting started with this business, and taking it to the next level. Maybe your goal is to promote to Emerald and get the $5,000 bonus within 2 months. Maybe your goal is to just, try the products and see how you go with it, and that's perfectly fine. Everyone has different goals, and we encourage you, to just hop on, listen, take it all in, take some notes, and just get excited, because this is a life-changing business, you guys. These products are awesome. This opportunity is amazing. And, a little bit about us, if you didn't personally enroll with us, we've been in for almost 2 years. We started in May of 2016, and I started with the wrap. I tried one on after being skeptic for so long, and I was sold. I had instant amazing results. It got me photo shoot ready in 3 days. And I just decided to jump in, with 2 feet and just see what it could do for us. 7 months later, we ended up leaving the nightlife industry. We were bartending full time. I was personal training. Johnny was managing the club. We were nonstop busy and grinding, but we wanted more. We wanted freedom. We wanted more income. We wanted to eventually be a stay-at-home family, and we knew that It Works was the vehicle to get us there. So, this is honestly the best time that you guys are in right now. If you just got started, if you've been in for a while, this is our boom season, as we like to call it. We don't believe in seasons and slow season, but this is the boom season, because tax returns are coming up, summer's coming up. There's so much going on right now. The company just went keto, so we have all these new products. We are going to also be having new products announced and new promotions like bonuses and stuff at our next green carpet in April, which is 2 months away. So we are constantly getting more fire, getting more lighter fluid to the fire right now. So if you guys can't tell, I'm super pumped up. I was going to say also, so as you guys are, in this, there's a lot of information. Don't get overwhelmed. This is a learn as you go business. That's the number one thing I wanted to let you guys know. This is a learn as you go business. You're going to learn everything. It's just going to take time, and we're going to try and cut that learning curve for you. So they always say the only shortcut to success is a mentor, and that's what we're here for. We do these trainings for you guys so that way you can better understand, things that maybe you have questions on, which we'll answer at the end. We try and cover the basics for you so that way you have a better grip and you feel more confident and comfortable in starting this business with us. So utilize your uplines. Leading right into it. Who did you sign with? You trust them. You signed with them for whatever reason. Utilize them. Don't feel like you're bothering them. Don't feel like you're annoying. We want you to bother us. When you're in our inbox, that's a good sign to us, because we know that you are working, that you want this, that you want our help. If you're just on your own trying to figure it out, yeah, you could have some success, but what if you utilized your upline and asked questions? You would have more success, faster success, more money, all that stuff. So don't feel like you're pestering or you're always in our inbox. We want you always in our inbox. If your upline's not there for you, reach out to the person above them or reach out to Johnny and I will gladly help you. Someone is always there willing to help you, because it's a team-built business. We all love and support and encourage one another, and I want you guys to know that. This is a family, and we're here for one another. But it's a business work family. We're not here to gossip and talk drama and all that stuff. This is all stuff to better ourselves and our future. So make sure that you are sending screenshots. If you're talking about a product with someone, don't do it yourself. You don't have to do it yourself. We're here to guide you and to walk you through the conversations. Yes, we have stuff in the team page that you can use if no one's available, or the chats, but ultimately go to the person that you signed with. They're going to be able to tell you things that you probably didn't know, just because of you're new. You just don't know. It's no different than any other job, right? You get training, you get one-on-one with someone that's training you. This is the same thing. Go to your upline and look at it that way. They are there to train you. That's their job as an upline and as a sponsor, is to guide you and mentor you to success. So when I first got started, I was asking so many questions, and I was every day in her inbox, I'm sorry, you probably hate me, but she's no, you're good. And then look, now we're doing this full time because we took this serious and we wanted to learn. You have to want to learn in this business. That's the only way you're going to get anywhere with it. So we want you to bother us. we want to also make sure that you have done everything first and foremost in that welcome email. If you did not get a welcome email from the person that enrolled you, reach out to them and say, hey, I didn't get my email. Or reach out to one of us and we'll send it to you. So the welcome email is going to have 5 steps. This is your first steps before anything in the team page, before any conversation, before anything else. Make sure you log into the back office, do your taxes. Next, we tell you to start the training in eSuite. There's a little training academy. Those videos are up to date and current. They used to have old ones that were literally from like, I don't know, like 10 years ago, and they were ridiculous. These are actually good and they're funny and they're like educational. The personality colors one, Mike Patillo, if you guys don't know who he is, he's a very good friend of ours. He's one of the corporate figures. He is awesome at explaining personality colors. This business is a lot of psychology, and that helps you understand the basics of it. So get after that training academy. Also, watching The Secret. Why do we tell you to watch The Secret? Okay, couple different reasons. This business is simple, but a lot of it has to do with your mindset. If you have a negative mindset, or if you don't understand about the law of attraction, you need to. And that's why we do The Secret as an introductory video for you to understand self-development. This business will grow as long as you grow. So when you watch The Secret, you start to think about things differently. It's very life-changing in a good way. And you may think it's weird at first or funny. Okay, the second half is better. So just stick it out. And I promise if you watch it at least once, you're going to get something out of it. You may have to watch it a couple times, which is fine. We watch it about once a month, and we've been doing this for 2 years, you guys. So don't think you're too good for self-development or to watch the documentary. Just trust us. You know, we're telling you from experience what's been the most effective training method, and watching The Secret is one of them. And we recommend that right away. You know, when you first kind of get started, you know, don't feel like you have to like learn everything. You know, just follow the steps and you'll get to where you want to go. The second thing is posting. Don't wait to post. Post how excited you are. You just started a new business journey. You can't wait to share more. Get people excited and watching you. Okay, so people watch you in this business from your first announcement, from your next couple posts. They're seeing what you're going to do. Are you going to be successful? Are you going to stick with it? Okay, they're judging you right now. I hate to say it, but they're watching you. You know, what are they going to do with this? Are they just going to give up and quit like I seen, you know, they're so-and-so do, or are they actually going to take this serious and make something of themselves from it? So posting from day one. Say that you're excited about the journey, then share your why, your story. We tell you that for your next post. But then also, you know, make sure that you are writing a list out of people that you know. And this is the next thing I want to talk about. The 30s list is what we want to call it. The company calls it a 100s list, and it's an ongoing list. It's always going to be, you know, changing, evolving, adding more names to it. So I want you guys to understand that this list, don't prejudge people. It's not your job to say that so-and-so doesn't need a product, so-and-so can't afford it. You don't know what people are going through. You don't know who's struggling with what. We have a stress supplement. We have a joint relief. We have regular vitamins. So instead of them buying, you know, the vitamins at Walmart or Amazon, they could support you. So don't rule anyone out. You know, just make a list of everyone you know. Who would you tell that you just got pregnant? Who would you tell that you just, you know, hurt yourself or got into an accident or is getting married, you know, let's keep it positive. That's who you want to write down. You want to write down people that are in your warm market. So like Johnny, his parents, my aunt and uncle, you know, people like that, like your immediate family, and then trickle it down. Who do you talk to? Go through your text messages and look at that first like 10, 20, 30 people that are in your messenger, you know, messages. That's who you should reach out to. It's people that you talk to on an everyday basis. We have step-by-step instructions in the team page on what to do. You can call them. That's the first recommended way, because they're going to hear your excitement and just ask them for a favor. Or you can message them and say, hey, I need your help. And they're going to be like, well, what? So this is why we want to keep that curiosity out there at first. We'll say with saying you just started something new, and not necessarily saying, you know, oh, I joined It Works, because you don't want them to feel like you're harassing them about money. You just want to say, you know, I need your support. I know you can't afford a lot. That's fine. We have really affordable products. I know they're going to help you. Guys, Confianza helps you with stress, helps you with kids, you know, dealing with a lot of stuff. It helps you focus. It's good for stress, anxiety, and it's all natural. $25. Fat Fighters, $25. Do they eat out? Do they eat big meals? Are they trying to lose weight a little bit? You know, do they feel bloated? Fat Fighters can help you with that, and it's only $25. So those are my first like go-to products that I usually recommend to people. Then we also have hair, skin, and nails. Every girl wants to grow her hair out. So you got mom, sister, aunts, cousins that want longer stronger, shinier hair, $33. That's $1 a day for a vitamin. And they've probably tried Biotin or something else, wasted their money. It didn't work. Show them before and after pictures from the team page. Show them, you know, my results from, this is Hair, Skin, and Nails, you guys. I've been taking it for almost 2 years now. My hair has never looked better. So make sure you are utilizing before and after pictures too, and talking to people about product. You can say stuff all you want, but until they see the value of what they're getting for their money, they're not going to, you know, maybe be as gung-ho to supporting you. So even if you're on the phone with them, be like, hang on, mom, let me send you a picture real quick, and then send it to her while you're on the phone so she can see what you're actually talking about. People are visual by nature. They need to see what you guys are, you know, saying to them. Another one is greens. Greens used to be my #1 favorite recommended product until keto coffee came out. Okay, so either greens or keto coffee. It's either $33 or $39 for the coffee. That's super affordable for people if they're already drinking coffee. You know, that saves them time, money, going to Starbucks, getting, you know, artificial stuff, sugar, all that stuff. Keto coffee could help them lose weight, more focus, no crash, and it's healthy for them. It has healthy fats and it has collagen, which also I feel like has helped my hair and face too. So tell them all these benefits of it and be like, mom, I know you already drink coffee. Like, why don't you just try this? It's going to help you get, you know, ready for summer and drop those extra pounds that you've been complaining about, or whatever, you know, the case is. Don't tell them that they need the product because they're, you know, big or whatever, but tell them, you know, this is going to help you. And as long as you recommend something or ask them, you know, well, what have you maybe seen on the website that you're interested in? You know, you can show them a catalog, show them a website, but the goal is to get your first 4 customers before your kit even comes in. If you can do that, you've already probably talked to so many people, planted seeds, and then as soon as your kit comes, boom, you're already getting boxed for your first promotion, because that's how fast this business can take off for you if you get started right away. You also want to get started right away if you're trying to go emerald, because it's going to take some time and some effort of talking to people, following up, getting your information out there to the masses. So that way, you know, when people get paid, as people start seeing your before and afters of you personally using the products, they're like, boom, I'm ready. But you got to start that process ASAP. So a lot of you guys have already, which is great. If you haven't, get started tonight. Call your friends and family tonight and say, hey, I need your help. I know you love coffee. Do you want to try this one? It's called, you know, keto coffee. Have you heard of it? And then ask them some questions. So make sure that you are writing down names too. Like I said, anyone you talk to about any product, anyone that comes to mind, like, oh, I think they might be interested. You don't have to pitch certain people right away that you haven't talked to in a while. Just reach out to them and say, hey, how's life? How's everything going? And just start a normal conversation. You know what happens when you do that? They're gonna ask you back, what's new with you? Oh, well, I just started my own personal, you know, at-home business. I just started my own fitness business, whatever you want to call it, whatever your goals are with this. You know, let people know. Don't be scared to let people know, because as soon as you open up your mouth, that means your business is open, and they're going to want something, or they're going to support you in one way or another. It's just a matter of time. So, don't write people off. You know, you never know what someone's going through. You never know who's secretly, you know, stressed out, like I said, living paycheck to paycheck, who's tried a million supplements and nothing's worked. What if it works is the one thing that does work for them? So don't rule people out. It's not our job to prejudge. It's just our job to share and offer and ask, and then they can decide whether they want to support you or not. And usually we always like to say too, just because they said no, that doesn't mean it's never. It just means not right now. So ultimately, they will sign up with you as long as you're consistent and you're showing people that you take this serious, and you know, you're posting every day, which I'm going to get into that. And you're just taking this serious, you guys. That's the ultimate thing. So decide right now. You guys are on here right now, Monday night. And you know, you must be serious about your business. So that's a good sign. You know, if you haven't yet, you can take a picture of the Zoom and post it and be like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I'm getting, you know, mentored for my new business. Just let me smile first. So that way I'm not like rolling my eyes or something, but let people know what you're doing. That's what people want to see. People love to watch people and be nosy. So when you're showing people what you're doing, they're like, oh wow, like she's on a Zoom. Like, what is that? You know? Let me see what else I have. Okay. So if you guys read the email at the bottom, it also says that your first goal is to get your first 4 loyal customers. So that way you earn your $100 shopping spree, you become bonus and fast start qualified. So I want to talk about a little bit of that. So first 4 LCs, you guys, like I said, your mom, your grandma, your best friend, reach out to all those people. I do want to give you some quick tips when it comes to signing people. So if you guys are writing down notes, write this down. So If someone already was a loyal customer, you know, it works as getting out there. So sometimes people have tried something 5 years ago with someone else, but now they want to support you. They just have to use a different email address. So you can ask them if they have a second email. If not, ask, you know, can you just make one real quick, you know, or I can use, you can offer to use one of your old ones. Or they can call and actually cancel their old account. However, you don't really want to give them more work to do. You just want to sign them up. So if they have a second email, or if you can say, can you just use like your mom's email, or you know what I mean? Just work with them, give them some suggestions, and they're gonna be able to find a way to, you know, make it happen. So they can sign up again. They just need to use a different email address. Now, if you have family members that you want to sign up, let's say you maybe still live at home and you have mom and dad that want to support you, which is great. Make sure one of those packages gets sent somewhere else. So you can enroll people with 2 different addresses, a billing, you know, billing and different shipping address through your back office. So also write that down. Make sure that they have the same billing and shipping address if you're doing it on your actual website, or the back office, you can do 2 different addresses. So if you don't know how to do that yet, ask your upline. They can walk you through your first sale and transaction and teach you, but just know that that is an option. So if you're signing up your mom and your dad, make sure that one of the packages gets sent to like work or like the neighbor's house, you know, if they're not signing up, something like that. So that way they do count as your 2 qualified LCs. Loyal customers is LCs, if you don't know. And they also need to be at least 25 BV or more to count for the shopping spree. So if you've already signed someone up under 25 BV, that's okay. That still counts as a customer. And then next month, you know, they're probably going to try something else. You'll just need 5. Or if you've already signed someone up with the same address because you didn't know, you know, as yours with the shipping, that's okay. You'll just need 5, which is no big deal. So just keep that in mind. You know, make sure that you don't have duplicate addresses. If they live with you and they're signing up as a customer, just have them, you know, send the package somewhere else, work address, you know, friend, another family member, something like that. So that way it just counts for your shopping spree. Yep, different billing and shipping. Okay, so after you guys get your first 4 loyal customers, your next goal is your steps to success, which is number 1, getting started, which you already have. Number 2, your 4 loyal customers. So if you've already done that, that's great. Now it's time to find 3 distributors, meaning 3 people that also need an extra $500 a month, 3 people that want to make extra money. And how do you do that is you post about it and you talk about it. Once you graduate boot camp, which is going to help you get your first 4 customers, you get added to the main team page. It's what we like to call the leader page, Social Media Academy, the brand name of our team. That is going to have more information on how to bring in distributors and how to grow your team and charting and all that type of stuff. When you're first getting started, your goal is first 4 customers, that's it. Then after that, we teach you how to do the rest. So just know the company motto is Steps to Success, which is 4 loyal customers, 3 distributors every month. If you're doing this every single month, you're always going to have a growing and thriving business because you're going to be getting paid commissions on all of that. You're going to be getting new people exposed to the products that are going to be using it and loving it. And you're also going to be making fast start bonuses. So I did want to touch on this real quick. When you get your first 4 LCs, you get the $100 shopping spree, right? If you get the LCs within your first 30 days, and then you're also going to become Fast Start and bonus qualified. So Fast Start qualified means for every new person you sponsor or distributor you bring into the business, when they get their first 2 LCs within 30 days, you're going to get a $100 bonus for training them. Okay, these are life-changing bonuses. They're unlimited too, you guys. So you can bring in 10 people a month and make $1,000 extra a month. You control your fast starts because in this business, we're allowed to place volume and place customers, which is awesome. So if that person you sign up maybe is taking a little bit longer, you know, to get started, you can control your money basically with it and put 2 customers underneath them. And then guess what? You get your $100 training bonus. So I want you guys to understand the importance of the steps to success. Not only are you making commissions off of that, but you're going to be making at least an extra $300 in weekly bonuses if you're bringing in 3 distributors a month. So you can kind of figure that into like your average income, you know, with the commissions and everything. That's pretty good. So I do want you guys to know that that is what that means. And then you're also, when you get your first 4 customers, you're going to be qualified for the Emerald bonus and, you know, any other future bonuses that they're going to be announcing in April. So hopefully all that makes sense, you guys. If not, you can drop questions in the chat and then I'll answer them when we kind of get closer to the end. But, okay, so another thing real quick, don't write off your family. Ask them, maybe they don't want to be a customer because they don't have the money. Ask them if they want to be a distributor. Yes, your first goal is 4 LCs, but if you sign a distributor while you're trying to sign your first 4 LCs, that's great. Don't turn them away because you haven't gotten your first 4 LCs. You can sign up both of them, within your first couple days. It does not matter. But ultimately, you are still going to want to get those first 4 LCs so that way you can earn a bonus for signing up a new distributor, if that makes sense. And let your family know why you're doing this. With this business, you have to be kind of loud and proud and out there. Whatever your goals are, whatever your dreams are, don't be afraid to dream big. Tell people like, this is going to retire me, or this is going to pay off my debt, or this is going to buy me a new car. Whatever your goals are, let people know, like, especially family and friends that you're talking to. When you put that out there, they're going to be like, dang, like, she's serious. And sometimes they may join you right away. Sometimes they may need to watch you and see you doing it. Like, my mom did not join until, like, I think 6 months after I've been in. 6 months? I think so. Because she wanted to see me do this. And, I was serious about it, but she's like, yeah, whatever, have fun. But then she's seen me being successful with it and promoting. And I was like, Mom, are you ready to do this with me? So then she signed up as a distributor. So don't feel like your family, may or may not support you in the beginning, but don't feel like they never will. It just all depends on, what's going on with them and your scenario and all that. But, let them know, like, Mom, I'm trying to get a $100 shopping spree. Like, can you help me? Just find one product that could work for you. Do you mind just taking a look? Are you open to just taking a look at what we have? You don't have to pressure them, or you can be more influential and be like, Mom, you're doing this, you have to support me. However you are with your family, it all depends on your personality. But, be a little persistent. Sometimes you have to maybe go to their house and be like, Mom, look at this, and just keep telling her how excited you are and what this is going to do for you and your family. Same thing with other family members and friends. Go to their house. If you know that you're going to be seeing them, bring it up and say, hey, look at what I just got into. Have you heard of this? Do you want to try a product? Just feel them out on it, but don't rule people out. Everyone you see in person, you should be telling them about this. You should be talking to them. With that $100 shopping spree, you should get like a hat or a shirt or something so that way you can be loud and proud about it. You could be wearing your bracelet everywhere you go to. This is a great conversation starter that you got in your starter kit. People are always going to ask you what works, and then you can say, oh, it's my new business, and then go into it from there. But I did want to get into, okay, the next thing. Let me grab some water. Hold on. Okay, so I wanted to go over like 5 daily tasks, or like a 5 daily thing to do checklist. So some people need that like guidance, like, okay, what do I do every day to make sure I'm being successful with this? Okay, so here it is. If you guys are writing down notes, grab this, definitely grab this and write it down. So this is what you need to focus on once you do your training, like in the back office, the secret, all that stuff. So this is kind of like your next steps when you're actually jumping into the business. So number 1 is be active on social media. If you're building on social media, which I think all of you are, we are a social media based team. So we do focus on it because that's what's been working for us and our team. We're not opposed to in person. So don't think that you can't host a sample party. They call them sip and samples now, where people just come over and try the keto coffee because it's that awesome. Or, you can have people sample the wraps or whatever you want to do. So don't feel like you have to just do social media, because we talk about the business in person all the time. But
all the time.
He's making relationships at the gym and signing people up from the gym, you guys, all the time.
Gym, Starbucks, restaurants, gas stations, grocery store, wherever I go, if I'm standing somewhere in person or in public, I kind of live by what I call the 5-foot rule. If you're within 5 foot of me, I'm going to just smile at you and say hello, because 99% of the time people smile and they say hello back, and I just keep a conversation going. So it definitely helps.
But if you're on social media, pick a platform that you're comfortable with, that you love, that you use all the time already, and focus on that. Don't try and learn everything at once. Just keep it simple in the beginning and focus on one. So if you love Instagram, post on Instagram. If you love Facebook, post on Facebook. And keep in mind that you do need to be consistent with it. Okay, so this is the hardest thing sometimes, I feel like, for people to understand. When you take a day off from posting, you're taking a day off from your business. That means there's a close sign on your door for your storefront, and people are gonna pay attention. People see what you do, and if it's not even that they're seeing every single day what you're posting, sometimes people will be like, oh, I wonder what Madison's up to. Let me go creep on her wall. And then they'll go on her page, and then they'll start scrolling, and then they'll be like, oh wow, well, she took like 2 weeks off from posting her business. Not saying you'll do this, but what is she doing? Like, does she even work that business? You know, you don't want to have people not think you're serious about this. So when you post consistently about your business every day, that shows passion, that shows consistency, that shows you take it serious, and that shows that you're actually using the products. You should be saying what is going on with you and showing your results, whether it be from the greens, the keto coffee, the cleanse, the wraps. Everyone got all these other extra products right now in their starter kit if you just signed up, that you should be showing, you know, what it's doing. Using the products, being a product of the product is how you're going to get people to notice you and notice your business and take action with you. So making sure you're being social or being active on social, posting every single day consistently. We used to get away with, you know, posting multiple times a day and sharing stuff. That doesn't work anymore, you guys. 1 to 2 solid quality posts a day is all that's needed on an actual post. So I recommend not sharing from Instagram to Facebook, posting separately to boost your algorithm. Also making sure that the post is value. You know, when you post, don't just post because you want to post. Use that for stories, which I'm going to talk about. When you post on your actual platform, show some value, whether it be like you talking about your why did you join this business? You know, that's value. People want to know about that. Share what happened with you at work, and because, you know, you had your greens, you didn't have a headache anymore. Things like that. Something that's going to inspire or teach or educate someone about something that you're doing and that you're talking about. Stories, post as much as you want, okay? Post all day, every day. Post about the products, post about quotes, your family, your kids. I'm going to get into some posting tips, but stories, you can get away with posting more because there's not an algorithm on there, which I'm not really going to get into much, but algorithms basically kind of what shows things to you, and Facebook kind of knows what you want to see and what other people want to see. So, and make sure you guys are messaging, okay? So posting is not asking. Messaging is asking. Do I mean cold messaging? No. Do I mean messaging someone that you just friended that you haven't talked to in forever? Message them and be like, hey girl, what's up? How has life been? I haven't talked to you in forever. Yes, that's what I mean. Messaging people just to get in front of them so that way they go on your page and they start seeing what you're posting about. So when you message people, you're just getting to the top of their head. You're being in front of them. You're rekindling that relationship, because we do preach building relationships with people. If someone's liking all your at works posts, you guys, reach out to them and say, hey, I noticed you've been supporting all my posts. Is this something that you're curious about? Have you ever tried a product? Did you want more info? Things like that. It does not hurt to ask because they are showing interest. Don't just go and start messaging everyone on your friends list. I don't recommend that. But if people are liking your posts in the beginning when you're getting started with your business, that's okay to message them because they may be interested. Some people are just scared to ask. Some people forget to message you. They don't know that, you know, that you can offer this to them until you bring it to their attention. You guys, I got into this business because I had a girl ask me over and over and over again, which we're going to talk about follow-ups, if I would try a wrap. I said no over and over and over and over again until right place, right time. I needed that wrap for a photo shoot, and I said yes.
And it was a different distributor.
I had 2 different girls following up with me until I finally said yes to one of them, and she wrapped me. So don't feel like people, you know, are going to always say no and be negative. They might at first, they might jump in right away. Some people are easy. Some people are going to take some follow-up. So number 4, okay, so 1, be social, 2, posting, 3, messaging if you're doing a checklist, 4, growing your network. You have to be expanding your store and business front every single day. I am going to get into this more later, but just write down for now, growing your network. 5, interacting. So make sure you guys are being social before you're posting. So make sure you do like and comment, go through the newsfeed, show people that you are on social media and you're showing up in their notifications, because then they're going to go look on your go look on your page and show you some love back usually, or they'll just creep, and that's okay. Even if they don't like, likes don't mean anything. You know, don't get hung up on the number just because, you know, I may have 100 likes. Half of those are probably It Works distributors, you guys. We've been in this business for 2 years. We have a lot of distributors that follow us. So don't feel like you have to get 100 likes to be successful in this. There's people that are top enrollers that, you know, we've been top enrollers for the last 7 months, and we go on these Zooms with other top enrollers. Some of them are on there and they get like 5 or 12 or 1 like on their posts. It's because they're messaging people and they're talking to people. They're building their business on another platform, maybe, you don't know. So don't feel like the likes mean anything. Yes, you want to get likes, obviously, so that way you can see who's interested and message them, but don't get hung up on that number. That does not mean anything. You know, people are still watching you, like I said, from day one. So they're going to continue seeing your stuff over and over and over again. So make sure you do show people some love before you post. This is going to help your stuff get seen more. And what do I mean? I mean liking on people's stuff, commenting on people's stuff, leaving compliments, asking questions. Like if you see one of your friends that you haven't talked to in forever, you know, she has a daughter and she's wearing some cute dress, just say, hey, I love this picture of you guys. Where's that dress from? You know, just ask questions. Be curious. That's going to spark a conversation between you guys, and that's going to start building that relationship. And then the sixth thing that we need, or 5, 6.
You did 5.
Okay. Following up is also part of the dailies, which that I guess could be with messaging. So following up is something you need to do almost every single day. If you had someone yesterday that said, yeah, girl, I want to get started. Let me go grab my credit card. And then you haven't heard from them, you need to follow up with them the next day and say, hey, girl, I'm ready for you. Are you ready? So make sure that you are being aggressive with following up when it comes to people that tell you that they're ready. If they're not ready, say, okay, when will you be ready? Following up is part of our job. Don't feel like you're bugging people. It literally is how I got started in the business, you guys. And write down who you talk to. You're not going to remember everyone. So this is the importance of getting some type of organization in place, whether it be just a list of people or a planner. Write down people's names so that way you know that, oh yeah, I need to follow up with them, or you can set alerts and reminders in your phone. It doesn't matter how you get organized with it, just get organized in a way that you know who you've talked to, because sometimes, you know, Messenger could delete messages out of your conversations. Like it loses them. I don't know what it does. It's just technology, you guys. So make sure you're writing stuff down. Like I have all these notes written down for you guys right now, so that way I don't forget something. Because you can forget if there's a lot of information, a lot of people that you're talking to, things happen, kids, you know, you get distracted. Make sure you're writing everyone down. So that way also too, when you are following up with people, even if they don't respond right away, you're still at the top of their mind. They're going to still watch you. They're going to see, you know, maybe they're ignoring you because they're broke and they just don't have money. But as long as you keep messaging them, you know, sometimes I do every 2 days. Sometimes I do every Friday. That's usually payday. It just depends. Feel them out though. You know, if they're super ready, stay on top of them. You know, don't lose them to another distributor that they may be talking to, because let's face it, you guys, there are other distributors that they're probably friends with at this point. You know, we are getting out there, which is great for, you know, our business and our company. But just make sure that you are staying on top of those people. Don't forget about, you know, your leads. If someone comments on your photo that they're interested in whatever you're posting about, message them right away, comment back to them, say, I'll message you. That way they know to expect a message from you. And then, you know, reach out to them and say, hey girl, I seen you were interested. Have you ever, you know, taken hair vitamins before? Whatever the thing is. But as soon as you get a lead, you guys, if you're brand new, reach out to your upline, send a screenshot and say, look, I just got a lead. What do I do? Ask for help so that way we can walk you through it, so that way you understand how it kind of flows and how the system goes with it. Are we always going to have to help you? No, probably not. But even now, like Johnny and I still bounce screenshots and ideas off of one another after 2 years, because sometimes it just takes that one person saying it this way to make them understand better, or maybe there's a question that they're asking that you don't know. Reach out for help. You know, don't try and just wing it, because that's what your upline's there for, like I said in the beginning. So I did want to cover a little bit on posting before I get into everything else. When posting, think of 5 things that best describe you and what you're into. So write down 5 things about you. Family, fitness, food. We like to call them the F-bombs. Friends, fashion, like financial, motivational posts, you know, talking about being a boss babe, entrepreneur, things like that. Things that are going to get other people to connect with you. You know, if you have a special situation going on in your life, if you're going through something, sometimes people relate to that struggle more than they're going to relate to your success. So don't feel like you can't talk about negative things, but also keep in mind, you know, you now have a business on social media, so you want to always look positive and uplifting and encouraging, so that way people do get inspired and they want to join you. If someone's always posting about drama, you know, baby daddy this, you know, this happened, this guy woke me up today screaming outside the window, you don't want to attract negativity into your business. That actually did happen today, guys.
So you're speaking over here on the truth right now.
I have this neighbor that wakes me up almost every single day because he's screaming outside because he's loud and he's from New York, but that's besides the point. I don't ever post about it though. So you want to keep your storefront positive because then that's what's going to attract people into your organization. So you want positive customers, right, that are happy and excited to use the products. You want positive business partners that are going to bring life and money and, you know, growth into your business. So we always say keep it positive. But, you know, you can bring it full circle. If you're struggling with something, you know, like, let's say you're talking about, you know, how you have to work at a job right now, but you know that your side business is going to turn into your main business soon. That's taking like, you know, a negative, like saying that, you know, let's say you're not happy with your job or whatever the hours, and then turn it into a positive saying how that situation is going to change. And people are going to remember you saying that. And then 5 months later, you're quitting your job and then you're doing this full time, and they're going to be like, wait, she actually did do what she was talking about. So when you put it out there, you're also speaking it into existence, what we like to say with the law of attraction. So,
and don't be afraid. The big thing too is don't be afraid of posting about something. Because say you are going through something where, like, God forbid, you have a grandparent that's, you know, deathly ill. Don't be afraid of posting and asking for prayers. There's nothing wrong with that. We do want you guys to understand there's a time and a place for that. But what we're trying to say is don't be making it all negative, 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 negative. It needs to be positive and uplifting.
Yeah. Share your life, you guys. You know, this is an out there people business. So you do have to kind of be open about certain things. Obviously not everything, you know, we don't post everything on social media, but just understand that the more you share with people, you know, if you're sharing something in the chat that you're super excited about, which I'll talk about posting small wins, you know, make that a post. Share that you just lost weight on the cleanse. Share that you are obsessed with the keto coffee and you're stalking the mailman until the next order gets there. You know, share stuff like that because that's funny. People can relate. They're going to be interested, and you're showing the passion when it comes to this business. You know, getting excited. Be so excited that people think you're crazy, and that's when you know you're doing it right. I'm telling you guys, people buy you before they buy the product. So when you share who you are to your new friends, like we said, you're going to be growing your network. So you may have only 300, 500, 1,000 friends on your friends list right now that know you, but guess what? You're going to be adding new friends every day, right? Because you want to grow, you want to make money, you want to get that bonus. You have to add new friends every day. So when you do that, new people are coming onto your friends list that they don't know who you are. So this is why you need to share things about yourself, like what fitness you like, you know, what you're going for, your goals, you know, are you following the keto diet? Share things about what you're doing when it comes to your goals and like your friends, your family, all that, because that's going to allow people to get to know you. Another thing that I wrote down that really, really resonated with me, don't create, document your life. So don't feel like you have to create a post. Oh my gosh, I don't know what to post. Think of what's going on in your life. Like, what did the product do for you today that you tried? You know, probably everyone's like taking greens or keto coffee. What did that make you feel like? Start with that. Document your life and present it in a way that you're showing people what's going on with you. And that is what's going to get people to reach out with attraction marketing. We teach attraction marketing, meaning you have to be using the products. Otherwise, it's not going to work. We don't teach you to cold message, to spam, to put up salesy posts and things that, you know, are acting like you want to sell them for a discount, which I do want to touch on a little bit. Make sure you guys aren't putting grabbers in your statuses, meaning like, who else wants to lose weight? Join me. Things like that. Number one, Facebook's going to block it because they know you're trying to make money. Number two, you don't want to present it as you're desperate for needing people. You just want to show what you're doing, and then people are going to come to you. That's what attraction marketing is. We're attracting people into your organization. That means you're going to wake up with messages in your inbox when you just put it out there as what you're doing. Like, I posted about the cleanse, and then I had someone message me saying, hey, I want to try that cleanse, just because I posted about it and how I was going to cleanse for March, you know, things like that. So just showing what you're doing is going to make your business, you know, take off without having to, you know, feel like you're badgering people type of thing.
When you try to sell something to somebody, they don't want to buy it. But whenever you just show them like what you're doing and what you're using, people are more likely to reach out and ask for your opinion on something.
Yep. People love to buy stuff. They just don't like to be sold to. So always remember that in the back of your mind when you're making your posts. You know, look at it. Does it sound salesy? If you think it sounds salesy, or send this before you post, if you're brand new, send it to your upline and say, hey, how's this look for my first post? We can edit it for you and help you and tweak some things that we know are going to help, you know, boost it for your business and also for your visibility when it comes to the algorithm. It's just things that we have to kind of, you know, look at. Just like, think of it like you're having a store, right? You may have like a flyer made, like, you know, like you may have a flyer made, it may look good, right? But then you're going to ask someone else like, hey, how does this look, for a second opinion. That's what I want you guys to think of posting as. You know, you're broadcasting now your business. And that's, if that's your storefront, you got to take it, you know, and look at it from a third point of view. How would someone else look at that, you know? Another thing with engaging before posting, I forgot to mention, is watching stories. Make sure you guys are going through the stories and watching other people's stories. This is right now like the #1 thing for Facebook. So that's going to give you some good kudos points. You're also going to learn how to post on stories by watching other people's stories. So we tell you to only really post once a day, twice max, you know, on your actual Facebook, but don't just make it, it works, it works, it works, it works. Make sure you guys have some filler stuff in there. Picture of your spouse, your kids, your boyfriend, all those F-bombs we talked about, food, fitness, a quote, things like that in between your at works posts, because that's going to make people stay following you. That's going to keep people on your social media and watching you. Because if you come off like a salesman, they're going to be like, wow, she just wants to sell them, me, unfollow, unfriend. You know, think of you before you joined this business. Did you see those people that were acting like salesmen? Did it make you want to unfollow them? Don't be that person, right? So watching stories is how you're gonna learn how to do stories, and also following leaders and getting inspired. What did I say? Expired. Getting inspired. So you want to follow the right cat. I recently put a list in the Academy Bootcamp page of leaders to follow that we recommend that are successful. Success leaves clues, you guys. Make sure you're following the corporate figures. You know, Mark Pentecost is our CEO. They're constantly going live, announcing stuff. Pam Souter is our chief networking officer. I have a list of all of them in there, and they're always giving out tips and posting motivational stuff too. So that's pouring positivity into you, and that's staying close to the fire. So watching leaders, getting inspired, looking at what they're doing. You know, how are they posting? Are they posting it works every single post? No, they're going to be posting, you know, funny stuff about their life and going live and things like that. So make sure you are stalking their lives. You know, go down even like 4 months and look at what they did. What are they posting about to be successful? Because that's what's going to help you become successful.
Can I say one thing?
Sure.
Big thing too, guys, when we're talking about posts, shares are counted as posts. Do not share these things that are irrelevant. How to bake a cake in 5 minutes. How to make chicken and bacon cheese stuffed chicken breast. Like those videos like that, or something that's maybe local news to you, nobody is going to see them. And it's all you're doing is when you do go to make a post, you're just killing the visibility on that post. I would eliminate sharing completely. I would act like that share button doesn't even exist. Now, when we do a opportunity event or a product opportunity event, we do those a couple times a month, sometimes once a month. Those, yes, we do share those out for sure. But if you see like something from if you see a post that you like, or if you're on a page, like a beautiful destination, and it's got like crazy Hawaiian beach scene, don't share that onto your timeline. That's a post. And then especially, like I said, it kills your visibility. And ultimately, when we make our post, we want to be getting as many people to see our post as possible. So shares, I would eliminate just sharing it as a whole. It does absolutely nothing.
Think of it this way, you guys. You're in this business to make money, right? I'm pretty sure we all are, whether it be an extra 500, 200, whatever. Sharing does not help you make money. It's not income producing. So look at it that way. You know, now you have to look at Facebook a little bit different, or Instagram. You know, is what I'm posting, is what I'm doing income producing? Because you guys all want to make money, right? So when you look at it that way, it kind of makes more sense. You know, it may just be a habit that you kind of need to break if you are someone that does share stuff. If there's a memory that you want to post, like you want to share, that also counts, you guys. I know it sucks, but take that memory, copy and paste what was there, and just say, oh my gosh, I remember when, and make that your post for the day. So you can get away with it that way. It's just little things like that. And make sure you are interacting, like I said, again, before you make a post, and going through stories. That's going to help get your stuff more seen. So some of you come to me, well, why is no one seeing my stuff? Why is someone signing up? They may not be seeing your stuff because you're sharing. That's going to lower your visibility, or you're using some of those keywords like 40% off, or join, or, you know, discount, things like that. That's going to block the visibility if you're acting like you're selling on social media. So we just wanted to point that out. Also, from this point forward, you guys, picture quality matters. So we have a list of some apps in the team page. Just search the word app. It'll come up of things that you can use. PicTap Go is our favorite one to kind of make it crisp and bright. You know, look at your pictures. take 2 seconds and look at the lighting before you take a selfie. Is the sun in front of me? Is the sun behind me? You know, play around with it. Take that extra 2 seconds to make it a really good quality picture before you post it. That's going to make the world of a difference for your followers and your friends. You know, make sure you don't have Snapchat writing on your pictures when you're uploading it on Facebook. That belongs on Snapchat. Make it look clean and crisp and attractive. We're attracting people into our business, into our, you know, into our organization with attraction marketing. We have to make sure that what we're posting is attractive, right? So just take 2 seconds. I'm not saying be a professional photographer. I'm not saying do everything perfect, but just be mindful of how you're posting and what your pictures look like, because that's what people are looking at. You know, that's what people is going to make them decide whether they want to reach out to you or not, you know? Just
attention grabbers.
Exactly. So just be mindful of that. Like I said, likes don't matter, but make sure that you are attracting people to, you know, like your stuff as much as possible. Just be mindful of it, and you get better as you go. We're not telling you to be perfect, and so, you know, just pay attention to it a little bit. That's all I'm saying. Let me see. Okay, sharing every win or success. So when you guys are signing customers, you need to be posting about it. Well, if you've already posted for that day once or twice, put it on stories. I've been doing a lot of my signups on stories because I can't make a million posts with this and that. Like, I want to post so much, so I just do it all on stories. And then I'll just highlight, you know, something cool going on during the day to post on my actual post. So make sure you are posting every success that you're having. So if you sign up your mom for hair, skin, and nails, if you signed up your husband as your first distributor, that needs to be a post. So that way you tell them, you know, you tell people that you are successful, you're making moves, your business is growing. People are attracted to success. They're watching you. So you need to show them that you are someone to support because you are being successful. That makes sense. So every single thing counts and matters. Whether you made $10 in keto cash, whether you sold a wrap, whether you sign up your first customer, and also whether you're talking to someone that's interested. So if you have not been signing people up, this is what I want you guys to do. Share conversations. Don't share their name and tag them, but you can take a screenshot of the conversation. If someone says, you know, like, oh, I tried that wrap before, it's so awesome, I can't wait to try it again with you when I get paid. Screenshot that, cut it out with one of the apps we use is PixArt, and you can actually crop and paste pictures on top of pictures. It's absolutely free to download, you guys. You can use that and post it on a selfie. You know, take a picture of you. You probably seen me do it or someone else on the team, you know, with like, and then you can put the picture right here and you can say, oh my gosh, I'm so excited to help my girl get bikini ready in the next 2 weeks, or then for the next, you know, 90 days before summer. Things like that. Even if they haven't signed up, you can still show like positive things that people are saying to you when it comes to the products, or, you know, let's say you sold a sample and they love the keto coffee. Share that. I've been doing that a lot lately, and it's been helping our business grow because it shows that people are supporting you, using the products, they're happy, they're excited, all those fun different things. So you don't necessarily have to be signing people to be showing success of what's going on. If you've been in for a while, you need to go through your past conversations, because we have a lot of leaders on here too. Go through your past conversations of when someone said something good about the product or their results, and take a screenshot of it and post it. No one has to know that that didn't just happen. You know, still use that as like your filler things on your stories, and like even as a post, if you don't know what to post, find something positive that someone said, a testimony, and then post that. That shows success and that shows excitement. So people love to see that type of stuff because it's real, it's raw, it's someone else that's writing it. It's not like you're making it up, because there's screenshot proof right there, you guys. Okay, so I also want you guys to understand that you're gonna have to brag on yourself in this business. Don't feel like you're acting conceited. You have to be comfortable with bragging on yourself and showing that you are having success. So you may be uncomfortable with it at first. That's okay. It's gonna get easier and easier as you go, especially when you start doing more self-development. You start, you know, believing it and then realizing like, wow, I am successful with this, because sometimes you're in denial at first, I feel like. So when you do start to have all those wins and you start promoting or you're signing people, you know, brag about it. Say, I can't believe I just joined a month ago and I'm already helping 5 people with their goals. Things like that. That also shows success, and that shows that you're doing well and people want to join that. So when you're posting about, you know, maybe someone else on the team's promoting, we already had promotions on the team, we're about to have more promotions, you know, say that, make that a post, say, oh my gosh, we have so many promotions on our team. I'm so happy that I joined the Social Media Academy. I'm so happy that I joined this business, or whatever the case is. You know, that also shows success. Even if you're borrowing someone else's story or someone else's success and win, that's still good for your business because it's ultimately showing success every way. So I just did want to point that out. People want to see you doing good. They do. They want to see you happy and succeeding. Okay, so YouTube is also one of your best uplines. So if you feel like you don't know what to do, ask your upline, hey, what's a good customer signing video I can watch? Ask your upline, you know, for direction. Like, say you want to learn about the comp plan some more. Ask your upline, hey, can you send me a video about that? Don't be scared to reach out to your upline, like I said before, but also be mindful if you do find videos on YouTube, make sure you're following the right person, and make sure that you're watching something that's recent and current. Some stuff that maybe worked in 2014 is not going to work right now. And the promotions and things change all the time. So I have a YouTube channel. Johnny has a YouTube channel. We have lots of videos on there. In that top leaders to follow thread, I did also include some people with their YouTube channels that are really good. And you can use that to learn. I do want you guys to know that when we first got started in this business, you know, Johnny was gone a lot of the times, a lot of the nights he was working. I stayed up and I listened to YouTube all night long. That is how I learned. YouTube is one of your best uplines because you're going to hear a couple people say things differently, and then it's just going to click. So you may just be doing like one or two little things wrong, and then you'll hear something and it'll just like light bulb, and then you just get it. So don't be scared to watch other training videos. I do like to share some that I recommend in the chat. So you'll see me drop those in every now and then. Watch them. If you can't right then and there, save it. You can still open it, add it to a playlist on your YouTube channel, or save it or take a screenshot of it, and then remember to go back and watch it. Because this is what's going to help you learn. You know, this business, you have to learn and you have to be open to learning. The more you learn, the more you earn. And when you're, you know, utilizing other people that are trying to teach you and train you, that's only going to speed up your success to, you know, get that emerald bonus or whatever your goals are. And also, and if you look in the team page, which I'm going to talk about, you can also use the search feature, and you can just type in video or Zoom or whatever keyword you're looking for, and then you'll have training information that pops up. If you're a leader, we have, you know, if you've graduated from the boot camp, everyone's a leader on here, but if you've graduated from the boot camp, there's also a thread about self-development. We have training videos, leadership development, things like that. So we do have another thread as you graduate that you're going to be able to utilize that's a little bit more organized versus just, you know, going on YouTube. But this business will make you grow into a better person, you guys. I want you guys to understand that. Self-development is real, and when you take advantage of it and you actually apply the things that we're saying and put them into action, you're gonna get more things done. You're gonna get more out of this than what you think. You're gonna turn into a better person. This business has strengthened our relationship. You know, we've gotten closer to God. We don't preach, you know, religion on you, but if you're into that, like, that's gonna happen. Like, things like that happen with this business because you're learning and you're growing and you're evolving. So self-development helps you stay positive too. It's gonna help you attract positive people into your organization. You might be thinking, oh my gosh, like, when am I gonna do this? I already have a busy schedule. You learn how to incorporate it. You make it a priority, and you multitask. When you're driving, don't listen to music. Put on a positive video or a training or a coaching video. You know, right now you guys are on here. You're sacrificing something, whether it be YouTube or not YouTube, Netflix, or, you know, hanging out with the kids right now. That's amazing for your business. You know, think of your why. Why are you doing this? When you put in those sacrifices, that's going to make everything come true for you. You know, you may not be able to spend time, like in the beginning, Johnny was always gone. I didn't spend time with him, but now we get to spend all the time together because I put in the work then to bring him home. So whatever your goal is and your why, keep that on the you know, the front face of it, and then just work towards it. Let me see. Okay, so when you do self-development, you change in the sense of you are the light for someone. You encourage people. You know, we are technically all business coaches, mentors, and, you know, somewhat of fitness coaches too, and you're helping people with their products. So when you're positive about the products and you're positive about the business, that's going to attract more people that are positive about it. So I do want you guys to know that what you put out with your energy is what you're going to get back. So always make sure that, you know, you're making an impact while you're making income. Or you're making an income while you're making an impact, whatever that quote is.
Both work.
Because that's the ultimate goal, you guys. You want to be changing lives. You want to be helping other people, because that's when you're going to help yourself and make the most money. So it kind of goes all, you know, full circle with that. Helping others is contagious too. makes other people happy, and then referrals start coming into your business. So you're not only doing it for that one person, but then that one person is going to tell 5 people, and then they're going to come into your organization. So it just depends on, you know, your goals with this. But let me see what else I wanted to say. Okay, so when you insert like training videos like this, Zooms, coaching calls, inspirational videos into your day, you're not necessarily going to be cutting into other things. You're replacing your priorities basically, in a sense that it's going to further your business, further your education with this. So like I said, while you're driving, late at night, sometimes, you know, take the kids to watch something, you know, on their iPad, and then you just put one headphone in and listen to something else. You know, multitask with it while you're cooking, doing laundry. You know, giving up Netflix to better yourself is going to pay off in the long run, not only financially, but, you know, with yourself and who you are as a person. This is something I wish I started doing right away when I got started. This is why I emphasize on this. When you put self-development into action every single day, it's crazy how much you progress in life and your business and everything. So from distributor to Ruby, I would focus on YouTube trainings, and I would just pour into myself and listen and listen and listen. And I would also listen to like Tony Robbins. You know, he's on Netflix, The Secret, all those types of things. What got me to Emerald to Diamond was self-development. If I would have started self-development in the beginning, I probably would have hit my ranks a lot sooner. But I didn't know, so I'm telling you guys, start now, okay? I went Emerald in 4 months. I'm telling you things to get you to Emerald in 2 months. That way you get that $5,000 bonus, okay? Let me be the guinea pig that did the trial and error, the mistakes and all that for you. And just when I tell you, you know, start now with self-development, you will get to Emerald in 2 months if that's your goal for the $5,000 bonus. And then taking it a step further, what got us from Diamond to Double Diamond within 3 months was leadership development. You know, organizing and working with a team takes some practice, but don't feel like you have to do that all on your own. You know, we're here to coach you and guide you as you are growing your team too. You know, I don't want you guys to freak out over that. It takes 14 people to go Emerald. So whether that be you sign up 4 people or 14 people, I'm sorry, or, you know, someone else signs some up and then that helps you, it doesn't matter. That is, you know, that's a pretty big team. Don't get intimidated by it though, because like I said, we're going to help you. We're going to coach you on how to successfully run your organization through our trial and error. And it is going to take off, because you never know. You can sign that one person, you guys. It starts with one. You sign that one person and they take off into your business, and then they're running with it. They're turning into that rock star, and then they sign 5 people, and then all of a sudden you're diamond, and you're like, how did that even happen? So I want you guys to know that, you know, it is a process. This is a learning business. You're not going to get everything right away, but the more you stay at it, the more consistent you get, you're always going to get those wins. You're always going to get people that are signing up because you haven't given up. You haven't quit. You still have your storefront open. Do you have anything to add as of right now?
No, you still got those. You keep going.
Okay.
That's why I'm being quiet over here.
I'm trying to get this finished up, but I had a lot to share with you guys because I feel like this stuff's important, and it's gonna, you know, guide you to your destination. A lot of you guys are like, I want that $5,000 bonus. Okay, well, all of you guys that are on here, this is going to help you get that $5,000 bonus. So if you are running for that bonus, you guys, put your blinders on. Do not look left. Do not look right. If you're comparing yourself to someone already, unfollow them and don't look at them. Stay focused on your goals, because that is all that matters. When you put your blinders on and you're just like, okay, I need to do these 5 things every single day, and you just keep doing them over and over and over again, you know, growing your network, messaging, posting, stories, all that stuff, that's what's going to get you there, is being consistent with it. And don't feel like, you know, you're not making progress or da-da-da. Like, it takes time sometimes, you know. No 2 journeys are the same. No 2 bodies are the same when it comes to fitness, you know, personal training. You think, you know, someone lost all this weight and then someone took longer. That's okay. We all have our own journeys and our own pace. You know, there's people that go Emerald in 2 weeks, in 2 months, in 6 months, in 6 years. Like, it just depends on their journey. So don't get hung up on that 2-month mark if you're going for Emerald, if you're brand new. Sometimes it takes longer. It took me 4 months, you guys. I didn't know what I was doing in the beginning. I had to figure it out. And once I figured it out, then you get better and you get better and you get better. So growing your...
I was going to say, we know people that have been in the business for 5-6 years that have never even hit Emerald. They've hit Ruby, and it is one of those things where everybody goes at their own pace and you can't compare yourself. The minute that you start comparing your journey to somebody else's is the minute that you've given up on your journey. So you really want to focus on just doing the things that are income producing for your business and what's going to make your business grow.
Exactly. Exactly. Next thing, speaking of business growing, take advantage of opportunity events. Johnny mentioned this in the beginning. We host them anywhere from 1 to 2 times a month because we do give away quite a bit of product. So we're not doing them every week because that's too much product going out. But we do this to help you guys close your potential. So we just had one. We gave away 2 wraps, a facial, a wow, and 2 things of keto coffee. That's 5 products that we sponsored ourselves and gave away to help close your potentials out because we care and believe and we want to help your businesses. So I want you guys to know that these are for you. So all your job is to get people to these events. We're going to schedule the next one for 2 weeks, basically from now, like the second week into March, so you guys know to plan for it. If you have someone that's kind of like or on the fence, get them there, and then we're going to help close them out. We're going to talk about products more so on this next one. We're going to talk about the business, what it can do for them, and these get people excited. These show the excitement because everyone's commenting. We do a Facebook Live and a event thing, and it's just, they're awesome, but they only work if you work to get people there. So I do want to emphasize on that. Be on the lookout for that.
And also, the more people you guys get there, the more product we give away. If there's only 10 people on the live or 15 people on the live, and we've only got 150 comments on it, we're only going to give away a couple products. Whereas if we've got one where we've had 50 people watching the entire live, and it ended up with like 5, 6, 7, 800 comments, we gave away like 12 or 13 products. We gave away a bunch of stuff. So the more people you guys invite, the more product we give away, and the more sales we all make.
And you guys, every time we pick specific people to win, because I don't just do it random. I actually look and see. I'm giving away all my secrets, but I actually look to see who's interacting, who's a good potential. They sign up because they win and they're excited, and they try it and then they love it and then they want more. So utilize those. Host a post. So if you have a dead end with a customer or a potential customer or a family member, maybe they're just no, I don't want to support you, I don't have money, whatever the case is, make sure that you say, okay, well, can you just put a post up on your wall for me? And maybe, someone that you're friends with will want to support me. That's the least they could do, right? They could just put a post up on their wall. It's free. And then if you sign, let's say 4 people up, maybe you can throw them a free wrap or a free keto coffee sample. Don't feel like you have to give stuff away. We didn't start giving stuff away until Double Diamond, you guys. So don't feel like that's up to you. Use the opportunity events for that. But you can ask someone to put a post up on their wall. You don't even have to offer anything for free if it's a family member. Just be like, can you put this up on your wall? We can give you the post for them to post, and then other people that they're friends with will see it, and then they may want to buy something. So those are really awesome too. Think of these scenarios. Okay, so let's say you tap into someone else's network and market, and people see it. Then that person that you're trying to get to sign up, let's say they're the post person. They see all these comments that they want the cleanse. That's going to make that person want to buy the cleanse, right? Or let's say you sign someone up, then they turn into a rock star distributor because they see all these people that want it. So there's just so many scenarios that can come from it. So don't think just because they said no that you can't still get them to do that for you, basically. If you have questions on that, I can go over that at the end as well. And then a couple last things. Make sure you are sharing your story and your why. It could be multiple times a week. That's what's going to keep people interested in what you're doing, and it's going to allow them to connect with you. Making your why and fighting for it and telling people why you're doing this is going to make them really believe in it. And also writing it down, you guys. Write down your why. Write down your goals. What are you in this business for? We have you do a questionnaire in the beginning for a reason, because then you're putting it out there. And plus, then we can all help you train you better. But you're putting it out there. What do you want this business to do for you? That's important when it comes to it. Make a dream board. There's different things that can, keep you on track. Get a positive, planner. We have one from the company that's pretty awesome. This is a Networks planner. You guys, they just released it this year. It has your charts in there. It's got some positive mindset quotes in between the months. That's going to keep you motivated, when you read that type of stuff. Okay, lastly, utilize the loyal customer page. If you're not added to it yet, let whoever signed you up know, and we can add you to it. That's going to allow you to see more information about the products, to see product tips. The instructions are in there. And then when you start signing up your customers, you add them to that page. That is used as leverage to basically tell them what they need to know in a group page. So that way they don't have to always be asking you, or they can just, there's healthy recipes in there, there's workout tips, there's all these different types of things. Utilize those as tools for your business because they're only going to help. They're going to be exposed to other products. You may sign someone up for keto coffee, but then they're going to see hair, skin, and nails in there. They're going to be like, wait a minute, I need that too. boom, your paycheck just went up, okay? So utilize those pages, use the search bar. There's a lot of recipes in there for vegan, keto, paleo, healthy recipes, all different stuff, keywords, snacks, all that type of stuff. I put a lot of effort into it because I want you guys to use it and for it to help your businesses. If you have questions, sometimes, don't be so quick to just ask, in the chat or the upline. Utilize your website. The more you learn, like I said, the more you're going to earn. So sometimes it's okay to go out on your own and just browse the website, get curious, the back office, team pages. You have all these resources for you. We also have a product coach, which is basically like the company's website to ask questions about the products, whether it comes to like medical conditions, things like that. Of course, don't be scared to, utilize the chat in your upline, but just know that these resources are available for you. And lastly, I do want to say that nothing great comes from your comfort zone, you guys. Sometimes you have to get uncomfortable and go live and to do these like, breakthrough things to get those results that you want. So if you haven't signed a customer yet, if you've been in for a while, go live. You never know what could happen. You can get that one message in your inbox that, changes your business because it only takes one. You never know who's going to take off, and, be that runner for your business. We always like to say. So hopefully this was informative for you guys. Don't give up, keep going. Your harvest and your success is going to come. You just got to keep watering those seeds. We always say you're a farmer, you're planting seeds, you're telling people about the products, then you water them, and then eventually they sprout and harvest into something great. So I think that's it. Did you have any last things you want to say? No?
For the first time, that's probably the only time you guys are ever going to hear me say no.
Because I told him, don't talk. I got a lot to say.
I seen the notebook. I was like, yeah, she does got a lot to say. I'm gonna keep quiet over here. I'm here for moral support.
Yeah, I think that's it, you guys. Thank you so much for hopping on. I'm going to kill this